Hello, my name is Dobek, and this is the seventh part of Fear of Extinction talk. Now I'd like to think about new perspective and what it can offer us. And as I mentioned in the previous episode, generally we can stop being busy with our fear and turn our mind towards something more positive and productive. And this is the first benefit of changing this perspective. But there are also many others. But let's go in some order. And okay, first we need to drop some false beliefs. The first one is that we as human species are meant to live forever, and it's the belief that we are not supposed to extinct. And the second belief is that we are the final product of evolution. So if we extinct, the world wouldn't make any sense because it's unbearable. Yeah. So we have to go along with the thought that we'll extinct as a species one day, and the world will keep going like nothing has happened. In the same way as it keeps going when other species extinct. So the same will be for us. So it's nothing unusual in it. So there's nothing to fight for because it's already lost. It's like it's like nothing to fight for. I will not live forever. It's better just to accept this, and thanks to this, we can use our time the best, our resources, whatever are meant for us to do during our lifetime. But if you are paralyzed, we can't do anything useful, or we do only, um, I'll say, harmful things very often because of our fear. Okay, so we have to accept that in this new perspective that the universe has its own agenda for us, but we may not understand it, and probably we may not be able to understand it because our human understanding of things is just too limited. So we'll extinct, and nothing we can do about it. However, we are here and we have some role to play here. We don't know what, but we can trust that Earth will provide for us any resources we need and will help us to create some interesting creative solutions. Uh, anyway, whatever we'll do, whatever will count, whatever will happen, it will be the right thing because we can trust that it's just part of some bigger plan we may not understand. And of course, saying this, some people might think that there's some kind of God or that has some bigger plan, or it's yeah, I wouldn't go so far. It's um, it's just assumption that the world is meaningful. It has some direction, and we actually don't know it exactly, and maybe we will not be able to. But just having this trust makes uh, life easier in many ways. So this new perspective, how can it benefit the situation of climate crisis? So generally, with this new perspective, well, we can loosen our control, and when we loosen our control, we weaken our egos, and when we weaken our egos of our people who are meet to interact with are also weakened, and we just give less hero to the source of the problem. As you may remember, a couple episodes before, when I tried to talk about causes of this problem, I mentioned that our ego and our need to expand to control things is the source of climate crisis because yeah, we try to prevent some fear by accumulating some goods, and we just use way more too many resources to solve the problem. But we try to solve this problem by having more people on this planet who will do more work for us and produce more resources, but they use more resources. So we are in this cycle of absurdity. And maybe if we just don't let this fear to drive us, we wouldn't need so many people on this planet. We need so many stashes of stuff to help us to survive all possible disasters. And maybe there will be no disaster because of this. So, but it's really difficult to convince people, hey, people don't do it, or just scare people to death and expect them to they will stop doing this because they are so scared. It will not work, and it doesn't work as you see. So maybe we have to do something completely opposite. We just have to first let go things ourselves, and maybe make ourselves inspiration for other people, that they also can let go things. And it will become very quickly very visible that people who kind of let things go have way more comfortable life, and they can use their time way better than people who are so much afraid and all I spend on building a bunker, which become a graveyard for them. So, and kind of monument, or like people who build fortunes just to be the richest person on the cemetery. And maybe they were doing it by this fear that they will need this, because one day they may die, and they will use this money to survive. But it never worked so far. No one could pay to live forever. At least I haven't heard about people like this. So this new approach offers some type of shift, and the key here is letting the control go, trusting that Earth is doing well and has enough resources to deal with it. Life on this planet survived for a billion years, and there were no people, manipulating things manually to do it. It wasn't necessary. It will be really okay without us doing it. And my fear here is that if we try to manually manipulate this climate crisis, will only make this problem bigger than kind of solve it. But about some dangers of not following this path, yeah, I will say more in next episodes.